Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another deck profile with me, Digimon Deck Labs. Today we are doing my HeavyMetaldramon deck. I believe I have a video of this already on the channel, but I don't know if it's the exact deck profile that I am currently using. So we're doing another one, and now guess what? There'll probably be another one in 24 when the new support comes out. Anyway, cracking on. With level 2s, we have the EX7 Yamon. This is the one that if you have 4 or fewer cards in your hand, you may digivolve into a Digimon card with the Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon trait from your trash. So we run that at a 4 of, because it's the best egg. Rookies, moving on to the rookies. We have the EX7 Impmon. Digivolves from a Yamon for 0 and is basically your evolution reducer for Evil Dragon and Dark Dragons. By evoing on top of this, you digivolve for reduced cost of 1. Next up, we have the BT20 Searcher Impmon. Digivolves from a Yamon again and reveals the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Evil, Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon trait, and 1 Yuki among them to your hand. Return the rest to the bottom of the deck. So, always good to have a searcher. Always run searchers at 4 of. Next up, we have the BT19 Impmon. This one allows you to, if you have 1 or fewer Tamers, you may play 1 purple Tamer with a play cost of 4 or less from your trash without paying the cost. When BT24 comes out, this one will more likely be reduced down to 1 copy, and the other copies will be replaced by the Digimon, which is going to be a new searcher in the deck. So having 2 searchers is great. Next up, onto the champions. We have the EX7 Punkmon. When digivolves from an evil for a cost of 2, and when digivolving, if you have 1 or fewer Tamers, you may play 1 Yuki from your hand without paying the cost. Here's the interesting thing with this one. This one will probably also, this may be bumped down to 2 copies, and 2 other copies will be played with as the Groundmon, because I believe the Groundmon states if you have 4 or fewer cards in hand, you can play a purple Tamer. I will have to double check that one, but currently we're running 4 of the Yuki players. Next, we also have 4 of the BT20 Punkmon. This is on play when digivolving, trash 1 card in your hand, then until your opponent's turn ends, until the end of your opponent's turn, 1 of your Digimon gains blocker and retail. I do apologise if you can hear my kids screaming in the background. So, funny enough, that is it for my champions. I only run 8 champions. Probably need to run more, but that's my thing. You could run some Eismon in there as well, but hey, that is my current loadout. On to the ultimates. 4 of the BT20 Loudmon. Digivolves from a level 4 with Dark Dragon, Evil Dragon for a cost of 3, and trash 2 cards on play when digivolving. Trash 2 cards in your hand. Then for 1 turn, for the turn, 1 of your Digimon gains Raid and Piercing and gets plus 4,000 DP. I always forget the 4,000 DP. Well, a lot of the times I forget the 4,000 DP buff, because it is super handy sometimes. Because if you need to get over a big body, the 4,000 DP is helpful, along with your buffs from your Impmons and your Punkmons. The inherit is while you have 4 or fewer cards in your hand, all your Digimon with the Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon trait gain security attack plus 1. So that is my first ultimate. My second ultimate, again, another Loudmon. Digivolves from a level 4 with Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon trait, cost of 3. On play when digivolving, trash 2 cards in your hand. Delete 1 of your opponent's Digimon with 7,000 DP or less. And the inherit is the same. I don't know how. At the moment, it might be a 3-3-2 split when it comes to the new War Growl. But we shall see. On to my Megas. I currently run 4 of the EX7 HeavyMetaldramon. This is the most expensive one out of all of them. Because it evos for 5 on a level 5. Or 4 with Dark or Evil Dragon. And then when Digivolving, trash 2 cards in your hand, then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with as much or less DP as this Digimon. Also helpful for the 4K buff from one of the... Okay. Much less DP as this Digimon. End of your turn. Once per turn, you may play 1 card with the Evil, Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon trait and a play cost of 8 or less from your trash without paying the cost. For each card in your hand, remove 1 from this effect's play cost maximum. There is something cheeky you can do with this. I can't remember if I recently pulled it off, but if you have 1 card in your hand, you can play the next card, which is about to come up, the HeavyMetaldramon Ace, because it is a play cost of 7. So you can literally end your turn from the old Heavy Metal, play this one's effect, play another card, and you can basically swarm the board with it. Which brings us on to the next card, HeavyMetaldramon Ace. I run 3 currently. I'm thinking when it comes to BT24, I'm not sure how I'm going to split it yet, if I'm going to play the Megidramon, but I might run a Megidramon Ace. Reason being, it has an inherit that, when it's deleted, you can play a Digimon, tuck it underneath, and then its inherit is add 5,000 DP to deletion effects. So suddenly your Loudmon becomes a 7 plus 5, 12,000 DP deleter. So, yeah, I might run a Megidramon Ace. Anyway, HeavyMetaldramon Ace digivolves from a level 5 with Dark Dragon and Evil Dragon for a cost of 3. Hand, counter, blast evo. On play when digivolving, trash cards in your hand until it has 4 or less. Then you may play 1 8,000 DP or lower Digimon card from your trash for each card this effect trash to remove to 2,000 from this effect's DP maximum. All turns, all your Dark and Evil Dragon trait Digimon gain Rush and Blocker and gets 2,000 DP. So I currently run that at 3. Tamer cards. This might change as well because I do get heavy on Tamers sometimes in my hand and there's never really an optimal moment to play them all. So I might cut this down. Probably not by much, but just like 3-3 split. But Yuki, this is the EX7 one. Start your main phase if your opponent has a Digimon, gain a memory. Main, if you have 4 or fewer cards in your hand, by suspending this tamer, one of your Digimon may digivolve into a Digimon card with the Dark or Evil Dragon trait from your trash. She's still handy to have, because you can still use her effect. Not that I have used it much recently, because Heavy Metal is a hard deck to play in this meta. Then we run the 4 BT20 Yukis. I only run this art. I do have some of the regular arts, but the regular art just doesn't look nice, in my opinion. No offense to the artist, but I like this art. This is the memory setter as well. So start your turn if you have 2 or less memory, set it to 3. End of your turn if you have 4 or fewer cards in your hand. By suspending this tamer, one of your Dark Dragon or Evil Dragon trait Digimon may attack a player. So this is quite handy to have, especially with the Rush ability from the HeavyMetaldramon Ace. But yeah, I'll probably end up doing a 3-3 split because, like I said, I'm short on champions. I've only got 8. And I might have to put another 2 in just to see them more consistently. On to the option cards. Currently, 2 Wisdom Trainings. It's helpful to reduce evolution cost. And it's also nice to find your pieces, especially if you're looking for a tamer. If you don't know what Wisdom Trainings do by now, if you don't know what the training cards do by now, you've probably not been playing long, so I'll read it anyway. Reveal the top 2 cards of your deck, add 1 purple card among them to your hand, return the rest to the bottom of the deck in any order. Then place this card in the battle area. Main delay, one of your Digimon may digivolve into a purple Digimon card in your hand for its Digivolution cost. When it would digivolve by this effect, reduce the Digivolution cost by 2 or just reduced it by 2. And then its security is placed in the battle area. 3 Black Sabbaths. If you have 4 fewer cards in your hand by paying 6, this is trash main effect. If you have 4 fewer cards in your hand by paying 6 cost, pretty hefty but sometimes good to delete aces. Return this card to the bottom of your deck and delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. Can be helpful against aces. Main trash, 1 card in your hand, then delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. So the play cost of 2 is, it's alright considering you're trashing 1 to delete level 4 or lower, but the trash effect is mostly what you really like using it for. Security, delete one of your opponent's level 6 or lower Digimon. The security effect's nice as well. And then last card, 2 purple scrambles. Main, one of your purple Digimon may digivolve into a purple Digimon card in your hand with a Digivolution cost reduced by 3. Then place this card in the battle area. Start your turn. If your opponent has a Digimon, delay, return 1 purple Digimon card from your trash to the top of your deck. Then if you don't have a Digimon, you may play 1 purple Digimon card with 2000 DB or less from your trash without paying the cost. And the security is the same as the delay, except you can't place anything on top of your deck. So, that is my HeavyMetaldramon deck profile. Again, it's probably going to change in 24. It'll probably be altered in 24. But until then, I shall see you around, guys. Goodbye.